Xtra Factor, shell-shocked. Those are the words that describes what's going on in this studio right now. I'm just going to grab the girls. Miss Frank, can I just pull you away from the rest of the guys? Girls, come and join me. Big round of applause for Miss Frank, guys. Okay. I mean, I don't think anybody saw that coming. Shah, how are you feeling right now?
Obviously, like, I think we're all a little bit shocked, but we've had such an amazing experience. Do you know what I mean? It's just been incredible.
And what was it like when you saw that you were going up against Daniel in that bottom two?
I didn't even know what to think. In that way, I just wanted to lose because he's such a great artist.
Yeah,
he's amazing.
Who better to lose to than Daniel Johnson? I mean, come on.
But listen, we're going to catch up with you a little bit later on, and I want to talk about future plans and what's coming up for you girls. Okay, big round of applause for Miss Frank. Thank you, ladies. And where's Daniel? Is Daniel around? Daniel, come here. You must be quite shocked, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty shocked. But you know what? Everyone did such a good job yesterday, so anyone could have been in the bottom two. And for Miss Frank to go out today is like, they're like my closest friends in the house. So.
It was so weird because we were having a conversation just beforehand, and I was like, oh, it will never happen. It will never happen. You were like, you never know. And then tonight, here you were. I mean, it was just so shocking. But listen, we'll catch up with you in the studio, OK? And well done for the rest of you. Big round of applause to Daniel. OK, let's go chat to those judges. X Factor judges, everybody. Right. OK, Simon, I'm going to come straight to you. Are you two all right?
Yeah, fine.
I wanted to come straight to you because I imagine kind of the wind has not only been knocked out of Daniel's sails, but also out of yours. I mean, this is the guy that's got 16,000 followers on Twitter. His first audition was watched by 9 million people. He's the favourite to win with all the bookings.
Well, not anymore.
Well, no, this seems to be the case. So how do you explain that? What do you think happened?
You know what? I always believe that the public should vote for these competitions. I think that's the right way of doing it. Having said that, if we're being real, he was not the worst singer last night. He wasn't. So something, for whatever reason, hasn't clicked.
So how are you going to make that click next week? Like, what are you two going to work on as his mentor?
I think, look, I think I'm going to have to get to the bottom of a lot of the stories that have been going around, you know, that he's fallen out and people said he was bullying them and stuff like that, which I don't believe, but I think that does have an effect. And we've got to kind of just clear everything up because people obviously didn't like him for whatever reason last night.
It just goes to show the power of the press, doesn't it? Even if that's
I don't blame the press at all. But I think there's been stories written about him a lot that people haven't gotten on with him, and I don't think he's had a chance to give his side of the story. We're just going to have to do that.
Well, he's been given another week, so hopefully next week's a new week, clean slate. Louis, Miss Frank obviously in the bottom two, and now we've just lost them. They're a huge talent in this competition, one of my favourites, so I'm quite gutted at the moment.
I'm still surprised they're in the bottom two. I didn't think Daniel or Miss Frank deserved to be in the bottom two.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them were at their best last night. I just don't understand it.
And, you know, were they your kind of hope to win? I mean, you've got, obviously, Edward and John now, who you still represent.
I think a lot of children... Hey, you can boo all you bloody want. I don't like people in the audience bullying John and Edward. They don't even know them. How dare they? How dare they boo them? They're young kids. They're young kids. How dare you?
Let him have his word, please. Simon, behave yourself.
It's not fair on them. They don't know them. How can these people judge somebody? How can they judge Daniel or John? They don't know them. They never met them.
I know, but I guess that is the name of the game. But John and Edward, regardless of what anyone thinks here, are being voted for because they're staying in every single week.
One thing, I'm glad Rachel wasn't in the bottom two. I'm really glad that Rachel has been given a chance by the public.
And this is what I was going to talk. Danny, you must be over the moon right now.
Yes! I'm the only one who can beat that. 3 in, and I think they really did deserve it, apart from what you said last night about Lucy. I really think they deserve it. Really.
Well, funny enough, we've got a clip of you backstage last night after the fallout from Lucy. Let's just have a little look.
The girls, I'm happy with. Simon's comments for Lucy, not happy with.
Is he annoyed you to see them?
Well, I think he's going to show himself up because everybody who listens to that performance knows that it was just stunning, and He doesn't know what he's talking about. Am I going to get fired? Yes! Well, you were right. You know, you get so invested. You get so invested in your acts and you want it for them so badly.
Well, Lucy was upset about those comments as well. We've got a clip of her after the show last night. Have a look at this.
I just don't know what I've got to do to please him because I've been trying so hard this week and it's been like my best week of rehearsal and I didn't do as well as I have in my rehearsal, so it's just a bit upsetting.
So another week, another girl in tears, Simon. What can she do next week? Let's look forward. What can she do next week to try and impress you?
Look, can I just remind everybody once again, all we have is an opinion, okay? Sometimes we agree, often we disagree. Everybody is very fortunate to be in this position. You've got a chance to sing in front of millions. And if the public don't agree with me, which they often don't, they pick up the phone to vote. That's the way the competition works.
Okay, fair enough. Well, listen, judges, thank you. See you next week for Rock Week, right?
Yes.
And I bet you can't wait.
Who are the guests, Simon, next week? Who are the guests next week?
You know who the guests are.
I do.
Who?
Bon Jovi and JLS.
Yeah.
JLS are back. Listen, guys, thank you very much. Big round of applause for your judges, everybody. Okay, right. Let's go and get involved with the audience. Hello, audience. Okay, I'm going to run round here. Who have we got round here? Right. Hello. That was a bit of a shock, wasn't it?
Total shock.
Did you ever imagine Danielle and Miss Frank were going to be in the bottom?
Daniel's actually one of our favourites, so we didn't expect him to be in it at all. He's absolutely amazing.
So what does he need to do if he's a favourite? Do you think it's just that thing where everybody thinks he's safe?
I think so. I think people think he's safe, so they don't vote for him. It's really quite sad. But...
Listen, if you've got a favourite, you have to vote for them because they're not always safe. Thank you very much. Who else should we chat to? Hello. So who did you think was great?
Lloyd.
Oh, Lloyd. Okay. So I bet you were panicking towards the end then
when it was just him and Miss Frank and Daniel left, I was thinking, oh, we was all praying, weren't we, that he was going to get through. We love Lloyd.
Okay, he did a backflip. Did you like the backflip? That caused him...
Yeah, I thought the backflip fitted in quite well.
Oh, I love a little bit of the backflip. Okay, well, listen, thank you very much to all of our audience here. But now, if you're fed up with your missus banging on about Ollie's buttocks or your little brother wanting a Jedward cut, some Ollie buttocks fans in here, quite clearly. Then why don't you get them to call in and tell us about it instead? Give us a call on 090 11 22 1100. You've only got 20 seconds, so keep it quick. Or you can text studio plus your comment to 87103. Or drop us an email by logging on to itv.com/X Factor and following the instructions. Or head to our Facebook page at facebook.com/The X Factor. Or you can send us a tweet via twitter.com/The X Factor. Calls cost 25p from BT landlines. Calls from other networks may be higher and from mobiles will be considerably more. Text costs 25p per message plus standard network rates. Unfortunately, we can't use them all. Short of smuggling the contestants into the back of a transit van and bringing them into your home, we couldn't have made it easier for you to ask them a question. And now it's time for a break, so get asking. Still to... Ooh, apparently they're loving Lucy over there. The X Factor finalists will be answering all of your questions. Plus, we'll be the first to talk to Miss Frank since leaving the competition. Also, King of the Swingers, Michael Bublé, and the Masters of the Key Change, Westlife, will be joining us. Plus, on your panel, packing in some girl power, we've got Mel B, and we've also got Gordon Smart. He's going to be here too. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to the only show that can bring you Michael Bublé, Westlife, your X Factor finalist. Plus, we'll be speaking to Miss Frank before anyone else. Okay, you can stop with that now. I thought you might do that. Anyway, before all that, it's time for a bit of stimulating discussion in our giant think tank with our Xtra Factor panel. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I want a Spice Girl, and we've got one. It's Mel B. We couldn't get all the members of Westlife on the panel, so we thought we'd choose the smallest one. It's Shane Violent. And yes, it's Dustin the Turkey. You better behave yourself, Dustin, this time. Oh, here we go. And it begins. And we've all read Gordon Smart's Bazaar, so it must be true. It's Gordon Smart. Now,
Shane, you are on a stool. If you have the urge to do an air grab at any point, feel free. There you go. Look, now, you've got to say hello to somebody, haven't you?
I do. I got to say to hello to my daughter, Nicole. She's watching at home. Hello, Nicole.
Hello, Nicole.
She asked me to say hello.
She must be bad.
Isn't she?
She's
got mummy's looks.
She does, yeah. Cheers. Thanks, Dustin. By the way, it suits you, man. Nikki said to say that.
Yeah, lads, it's coming up to Christmas. Don't be annoying me about that.
You want to be
Now,
careful
listen,
now, man.
Dustin, we've got important stuff to talk about, such as what has just happened on stage. Mel, what on earth? I mean, we've just kind of had two of the biggest acts. We've got Miss Frank and Daniel, who was, you know, picked to win this. And then
I still think Daniel's going to win it.
Do you?
I was so shocked he's been picked to be in the bottom two. That's quite a joke, as Simon said, I think.
But why do you think it keeps happening? Because Rachel, he's been in the bottom two, and she's very talented, and now we've got Daniel in the bottom two, and he's very talented.
It's the press.
Oh. You've got smart to explain yourself. Now, Simon did say that he didn't think that it was your fault. He doesn't blame you. But these stories are coming from somewhere. Where are you getting them from, and why are you printing them?
Well, that's an easy question. Thank you very much, Holly. Put me on the spot. Look, it's easy to blame the press for things like this, right? Clearly, people aren't connecting with Daniel. That's the problem. But I mean, he's a talented guy. He'll be fine. You know, he'll get a record deal at the end of this. You know, if the stories come out like it's the nature of the beast. You're going to be a pop star. You're going to be written about. You know, it's hard. It's difficult.
And we all use you when we want to, of course.
What's that, sorry?
I said we all use you when we want to,
Of course,
but it's just when
of
the
course.
bad things
It's like
come
last
along.
week, Robbie Williams said, you know, one thing he'd advised the contestants, don't read the papers. 2 days before, he did an interview with me about his new album, right? It works both ways. So it's hard.
We love you, really.
I love you, Mel B.
Shane, Louis, well, we're saying his biggest hope, but that's kind of being a little bit cruel on
I thought that was
John and Edward.
That was Melanie, that wasn't me. Don't be blaming me on that. She had a whopper, she did.
Do you like John and Edward?
I love John and Edward. Well, I mean, I have to say, like, they're Irish. I have to support them. Shane disagrees with me. Shane says, like, they're talentless. He says they're a disgrace to Ireland. That's what he said to me before we came on.
No, I actually like them. I think they're very
Shane,
entertaining.
you said to me about 2 minutes ago that...
They are fun. I mean, I think my 2-year-old would really love them because they remind me of the Wiggles a little bit.
Yeah, no,
The
absolutely.
Wiggles, they're deadly, the Wiggles.
Yeah. But it is a talent singing show, so...
I know, and this is it. So if you put it down to talent, then suddenly Louis has lost his... the talent part.
Yeah, I thought they were very good last night. It was their best week.
It was entertaining.
Sure, but no, not John. I'm on about Miss Frank. I thought
Oh, Miss Frank were
they
great.
were very good last night, and I'm surprised. Just like Daniel. Daniel was flawless last night.
Here's a question for the Holly, though. If you asked Louis, would he have given them a record deal? And
Who,
I
Miss
think
Frank?
the honest answer is he probably wouldn't.
Let's be honest, he gave Westlife a record deal. He gave anyone a record deal.
That you're going to be really... You're going to get stuffed.
What? Well, listen, was your microphone turned on tonight? At least John and Edwards was.
Totally on.
At least John and Edwards were. And they called me a muppet. I want a recount.
Well, listen, we've got a caller on the line right now. Who's on the line? Who we got? Who is it, sorry? Phil. Hello, Phil.
Hi, Holly. How are you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Yeah.
Are you recovered from the shock that just happened on ITV1?
I thought it was the right decision.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah. My issue is that the judges nearly always pick their own act to go through when it comes to a decision on the bottom two.
I know, what is that about? I don't know.
They have to do that.
Do you think?
So sometimes the best act on the night is kicked out of the competition.
Do you...
Don't you think that they should be totally honest and keep in the act they truly believe was best on the night, as opposed to favouring their own acts? Because at the end of the day, it is a talent competition to pick the best performer at the end of the day. And tonight, Louis picked Miss Frank as his own act, but they weren't the best act on the night. It was Daniel. So the voting is a bit flawed, really.
I agree with that.
Do
in
you?
that circumstance, yeah.
Yeah.
They've got bias, their own bias.
It's because they all want to win, that's why, isn't it, I guess? Well, listen, Phil, thanks for calling, and I'll try and find out from the judges for you. I'll try and put that question to them.
Yeah, Phil, and sorry you live in Northwich. No one should have to live there.
Dustin!
I've been there. It's
on a rampage.
What do you think Daniel can do to turn it around? Mel, how do you get the public to connect with you?
I think just be a little bit more open and honest and vulnerable.
Yeah.
Maybe he's been a little too cocky and confident. You know what I
Right.
mean? He is a huge performer, but then when it comes to him talking, maybe he just needs to be a little bit more sensitive and
A little bit
vulnerable.
more.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
But once these stories are out there in the press, it's very difficult to kind of get them back? I
Yeah,
mean,
Gordon.
is it just a way of kind of putting out loads of positive press and positive stories and counteracting it?
He's just got to carry on with what he does. I mean, it's probably good for him tonight he's been taken down a peg or two. That's not a bad thing, because you can't be overconfident. I thought Jamie last night was just a little bit too big for his boots as well. So it might be a good thing for him. You know, might be a bit more humble next week when he performs, and that might help him along the way.
And tell him how much you love Lucy.
He loves Lucy.
Yeah.
All the boys were just going a bit gooey over Lucy.
But you should have heard what he was saying in my ear about Lucy.
Well, what was he saying, Mel? Do tell.
I can't.
I can. She's absolutely gorgeous. Go on, you good thing.
Well,
She's the dressing room beside you, Shane, isn't she?
Yeah, that's it.
You said you were having a peek earlier.
Whatever you said.
That's not, wasn't it?
You are going to get him into serious trouble. Listen, all of you, thank you so much, but we are out of time. I'm going to be chatting. That is, I know.
I got me feathers done for this.
I'm so sorry. Shane, we're going to be chatting to you and the rest of the boys a little bit later.
Here, give us a snog, man. Snog, give us a snog.
While we leave those two snogging.
Come on, you good thing. What? She put her tongue in me beak. She put her tongue in me beak. Give me mouth to mouth, Shane.
Shut up.
Quick, give me mouth to mouth.
Dustin, Christmas is coming and you will be on my plate. Right?
2 months
During the
left.
summer, thousands auditioned for the X Factor, looking for pop stardom, except one. She was looking for love.
My name is Shirley Howe. I auditioned last year and this year.
I love you, Louis.
Thank you very much, Shirley.
You remember Shirley? To Louis, yeah.
People know me best, I think, through being in love with Lou Walsh.
I love you.
On my audition this year, I delivered Simply the Best.
You're simply the best. Everyone join in.
Last year, I got a kiss on the cheek. But this year, I'm going for the lips. Still in shock today, actually, you know what I mean? Simon suggested we go out for a date, me and Louis. I was waiting at the restaurant. He didn't show. What are you playing at, Louis?
Only the lonely know the way I feel tonight.
Hi, Shirley, how are you? Louis Walsh. It's not going to happen, my sweet. You need to move on with your life now.
I'll try. I promise I'll try. After my friends and family suggested I should move on, I thought that's it. I'll put everything in a box and try and all my memories of Louis. Bye, Louis. Looked in local papers. Started looking. Is that wild at heart? I'll be holding a pink flower, then you'll be able to recognise me.
Love is in the air, everywhere I look around.
Hello, are you wild at heart? I met this guy in a restaurant. He got Louis' hair, but that's it, really. Do you know any limericks? He didn't click at all. Do you wear pyjamas in bed? And maybe he was a nice guy, but I'm not over Louis, so I'm afraid that today you had to go. I apologised and I went. When I came back, got everything back up and out my box, and I just thought, you know, just wish. I do believe in destiny for me and Louis, and hopefully one day we will get together.
When I found out today that I would be required to interview a swinger on my own in this dressing room, I'll be honest, I was concerned. But then I read this sign. Michael Bublé got very excited. No, ITV2. Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Very good.
Did I go to the right side for the kiss?
Yes, you did. Any side.
Welcome. Have a seat on the incredibly shrinking couch.
Thank you.
Very comfortable as you fall back in your...
Well, listen, very good, very good. Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Very, very good. I wanted to talk to you about your masterclass a little bit more and just kind of find out who you sort of found the easiest to work with. I know you were a big fan of Miss Frank.
Mm-hmm.
You like them?
I like Miss Frank very much, yeah. I like, you know, to be honest, they were all easy to work with. They were all really, they're all sweet kids. I mean,
did anyone stand out in particular for you?
Rachel was one vocally who shocked me with her her tone quality. I mean, she's got that voice that's really recognizable.
Well, she needed to really kind of work on herself. We've got a little clip of her here because in the last 2 weeks she's been in the bottom 2, and so she really came out all guns blazing and really showed us what she was made of.
You know, I had a really interesting time with her. I sincerely wanted her to forget about how huge this show is and the pressure of having 14 million people watching.
Hard to
I know
do.
it's hard to do, but you know what? If you want it bad enough, then you need to be able to control your emotions and to just let yourself have a good time.
Well, it's 2 people that were having a very good time was John and Edward last night.
Yeah.
What do you think of the twins? There's been all sorts of hideous campaigns to bin the twins, all these terrible things going on. Are you a fan of theirs?
I think they're great kids, honestly. Personally, you know, listen, not everybody sings like Pavarotti, right?
Right.
But I think that what they do is actually sincerely enjoy themselves on stage, and that's something that not everybody has, and I think that that's why a lot of people really like them because. You know, it's infectious. Truthfully, that joy is infectious.
Well, the audience, when they come in, it's the one act that they all stand up and go crazy to.
Isn't it funny? And you know, maybe you know, when I see them, I see that who knows where their path will lead them. You know, perhaps they'll be great TV presenters. Perhaps they'll be on a great show in the West End, or they will be a music guy. I don't know. But they got something.
Got to ask you this because you are the king of swing, so you
I don't
officially
know
will
about
know.
that.
You are, believe me. You will know the answer to this. Last night there was a big argument between Louis and
I saw it,
Simon
yeah.
about whether
It was a
Jamie
swing song
Afro,
or-
whether it was a
or,
swing song, the U2 song. Is it a swing song? Can you make anything swing?
No, I don't think you can make anything. I think when you try to make something swing that shouldn't, it just becomes cringe and cheesy.
And did you think it was
No,
cringy?
not at all, because it's written in a time. For those of you at home who want to know what I'm talking about, something naturally swings or it doesn't. That's that U2 song.
Right.
It's written in a time that actually can lend itself
So
to
it does
sort of...
work?
Yeah, it works,
So
absolutely.
Louis was wrong and Simon is right again. I can't believe it. He's always right, that man.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the song that Rachel sang, Left a Good Job in the City, that's not a swing song. But it swung like crazy. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? It works.
Well, listen, thank you so much. And
You're
thank you for
welcome so
enlightening us. I can't believe you've actually confirmed that Simon is right yet again, but thank you.
I don't know that he's right. They're both right. But I mean, the thing is, you know what I'm saying? Listen, because I guess I'm in a weird position because I'm a guy who, on my records, I mean, I've just covered the Eagles' Heartache tonight, and I've done it with a big band, so
yeah, this is true.
it's not exactly known as a swing song.
Okay, well, listen, thank you. I'm sorry we have to leave it there, but we have so little time, and I could literally sit here with you all night long.
You're very sweet. I'm sorry this couch sinks like it does.
It's rather nice. Right, after the break, we'll be joined by Westlife and all of the finalists. See you in a moment. Welcome back to the Xtra Factor. If you already feel a tad overstimulated by tonight, then get ready to fly through the roof, because it's the X Factor finalists! Okay, right, let's start. Daniel.
Hey.
All right?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's just sad because we get really close to people in the house, and
I
you know, Miss
know.
Frank were like, you know, the life and soul of the house. So, you know, to lose
And they're
them,
3 big personalities to lose, aren't they?
massive.
Well, let's talk about you, because it was a shock. It was a shock for us watching it, so I can't imagine how it felt for you.
I kind of felt it, and I think Miss Frank said the same. It sounds a bit weird, but you kind of just sometimes just feel it. And I've been talking to Rachel and stuff, and you know, and she had to go through it twice. And
So what do you think it is? I mean, Rachel's kind of thing, everybody was saying maybe she's not connecting. Do you think that that's something that's going on?
I think so. I mean, it's quite hard because like we're told not to read the papers and stuff like that, so we don't really know what's going on in the outside world. So it's just, you know, but maybe I just have to try harder.
Well, I mean, there's that theory, and then there's another theory, which is maybe it's that people think that you're safe. They think, oh, well, he's going to go through, so we don't need to vote. Like, that's another reason.
Yeah,
I'm
it
trying
could
to
be.
work out what's going wrong.
Yeah, it could be. You just don't know. You don't know how the public are voting, so...
Well, what are you going to do this week to try and... I mean, you can't do any more with your performance, can you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to have to make sure I just pick the right song and...
Just
you know.
keep doing what you're doing. Okay, well, Rachel, to kind of on a complete flip side, I mean, brilliant news for you, because 3rd week lucky.
Yeah!
I know, not in the bottom 2. It must have felt lovely to have your name being called out.
Do you know what, at first I thought he said Richard. I was literally going, okay, well, you're like, I don't even know. When you, Danny and the girls had to react before me. I mean, because I was just like, what? Oh, that's my name! Oh my God!
Yeah.
It's such a lovely thing, you know? Because
Yeah.
not that I expected to be in the bottom 2 again, but it's like, okay, well, it's happened, you know, so...
Well, it's a good thing, and let's hope that it doesn't happen
No.
next week.
I'm
This is
back
it
on top,
now. You're
baby!
back on top. Jamie, you looked like, I mean, you were just worried about it last night, and then watching yours, your face just said it all. You were terrified that you weren't going through.
I thought I was going out today. I really did. And, you know, with all the rush of the song and everything, I just didn't think it was very good. And I walked in when we did the group performance, and I thought, this is probably the last time I'm going to be on this stage. And so I really enjoyed it. But I'm shocked, but very pleased to be here.
Good. Well, you deserve to be.
Thank you.
Your week next week, Rock Week.
Yeah. Rock on, baby. Rock on.
Edward and John, you are the only left surviving act of
I know.
Louis.
Like, we're the only left group. Like, it's so much pressure on us because, like, Miss Frank just left. Like, there's so much space now.
We're just gonna go out there next week and do it for them. And
do you believe you could go all the way now for Louis?
Well, we're not going to put ourselves under pressure because I feel if you think you're going to win, then it just puts this unnecessary pressure on you, and you just need to take as week comes. Like, just go out there and do your best.
Each week at a time. Okay, well, we've got an email here, and this has come from Chloe, and this is for Jamie. It says, my little brother's name is Jamie too, and he says only Jamies who are under the age of 7 eat baked beans. Is this true? Do you eat baked beans?
Yeah, I eat baked beans all the time.
So there you go, Chloe. Your little brother is wrong. You know, we're here at your service. We just wanted to clear that up.
That was a good one, honey. It's
what they want to know. Right, we've got a caller on the line. Who's on the line? Robert. Hello, Robert.
Hello there.
Hello, Robert. You all right?
Yes,
You're not
too
about
bad,
to ask about baked beans, are you?
No, we're not going to talk about baked beans.
What do you want to ask?
Yeah, I'd like to have a quick word with Stacey, if possible.
Oh, fire away. Hi, Rob.
Yeah, Stacey, we've seen you last night. Obviously, you've let your hair down tonight, but last night you looked to me like you were a bit constricted. You could hardly move, hardly breathe, and you certainly couldn't dance. Is there any way in the next few weeks that you might let your hair down and see you performing, dancing a bit, and showing that wonderful figure that you've got?
Oh, Robert, you naughty little devil. What do you think?
Well, Robert, for you, no.
There's a lot of corsetry going on in here, isn't there?
This is definitely... It's like cardboard, I'm not going to lie. Can't move at all, but if I get something a bit more spacious and a fast track, you never know, I couldn't have danced to that song, When You Wish. We're going to have that, but yeah.
So hopefully, watch this space.
Oh, we'll see.
Rock Week next week. Maybe she'll rock out then, okay. Thank you, Robert, for your call. Ollie, you were quoted in the press this week saying that you were in love with Simon.
Yeah, I am. I think he's brilliant, yeah. I think he's fantastic and he's been great with us, so yeah, no, I love him, yeah.
It's so cute. I mean, it's one of those things most people are terrified of him, and yet, you know, you love him.
I'm completely starstruck, I think. Every time I meet him, I'm like, oh, Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
But I do love him, yeah.
Okay. Well, listen, well done, all of you, and congratulations on making it through to another week. Okay. Right, it's time to stop all this jibber-jabber about some show called The X Factor, because when it comes to a competition, there's only one that really matters. The dawn of a new week, the dawn of a new challenge. Just one category can win, but who has the brains of a champion and who's just plain thick? It's find out in this week's
Contestants.
Representing Team Cowell, it's Jamie. Representing Team Minogue, it's Stacey. Representing Team Cole, it's Joe. And for Team Walsh, it's Graciela.
Oh yeah. Attention class, it's time for lesson 1. First question. What is 13 minus 8? Solomon? 5. Correct. Next question. What is 2 divided by 2? Mr. Afro?
1, miss.
Very good.
Yeah.
Question 3. What is 6 multiplied by 6? Yes, Graciela? 36. Excellent. McKeldry, you have failed to answer a question correctly. Go to the headmaster's office immediately. Our first English question. Spell the word rhythm. Afro?
R-8-Y-T-H-M.
Well done, Afro. Okay, ladies, which of you can spell embarrassed? Miss Afanita?
MBARRASSED.
Correct. Solomon, your English is appalling. I want 100 lines on my desk by the morning. Final round. Which of you two will be my star pupil today? The last question is, which is the largest planet in our solar system? Yes, Graziella?
Is it Jupiter?
Very good. Graziella, you are top of the class. As for you, Mr. Afro, detention for the rest of the week.
Is the champion, which means she's still flying the flag for Louis' group. It takes them off a 0 and puts them up to a 1. Simon and Louis have got 1 apiece. The girls and boys, you've got to score some points here for Danny and for Cheryl. Come on, next week it all begins again. Right, and whilst the groups bask in their success, let's chat to the other group, who's had so much success they are worthy of an ITV1 style intro. They've had 14 #1s, sold 40 million records worldwide. But their career highlight is happening right now because they're on the Xtra Factor. It's Wesley! Hello. Did you like that? Wow, you deserve it.
Rubbing our ego.
I loved your performance tonight.
Thank you very much.
It was amazing. It was a bit like Laser Quest out there. I was trying to keep score to see who was winning. But it looked fantastic. Well done.
It felt great, yeah.
Was it scary coming back after a year?
Yeah, it was scary on the X Factor.
Yeah. Oh, good.
15 million people.
I know. Scary Mary, but it's lovely to have you. Right, let's talk about these guys. Last night, any faves?
For me, I thought Lucy's vocal was perfect.
Yeah.
Thought it was very good. Thought Ollie was excellent as well.
Yeah. No, she was great. She was great. He was great. I want to talk about Lucy. Simon was kind of talking about her acting it and that it wasn't believable.
I got what he said. I got what he said when I watched it. And when he said that, I was like, nah, I kind of get what he's saying there. I think it was probably because she was just so kind of standing there and not, she wasn't working the stage enough, I think.
I think though when you do it, when everybody last night was acting, you're doing the swing, so you're not naturally going to sing that kind of music, so you have to act in that. So I thought there's nothing more she could do only stand there and sing the song.
Okay, so I also wanted to ask you about the incredible press attention these guys are getting. And you know what this is like. So how on earth did you... No, you do, and how do you cope with that sort of stuff? Like, what's the way of dealing with it? Should you not read the papers? What's the...
I think you kind of got to know. It's hard not to read the papers. You kind of know what's going on, if you like. But I don't know. I think you just... There's no rule book. You make it up as you go along. You try to do your best. And there's things you'll do and you'll regret. There's things you'll say you'll regret saying. And I suppose everybody's learning that already. But it's a great thing to be a part of.
Yeah.
And you just kind of embrace it and hopefully, kind of use it to your advantage, I suppose.
Well, next week is Rock Week, so let's kind of think positively and look forward. Who do you think is going to rock out in Rock Week?
I think John and Edward are going to really rock.
Do you? What would you like to see them doing next week?
Well, we were talking about it with Louis in the dressing room. He was asking for some ideas, and we came up with Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, all these different really heavy rock bands. I even thought it should go as far as something like AC/DC. Something like that.
Amazing! Yeah. I'd love that. Are you not tempted to have the Chedwood style? I mean, you two in the middle could do your blonde quiffs.
I've had that style over the years, I think.
I had it as well. Yeah.
Oh, really?
But not that high, though. That's as high as it gets.
There's some height on that.
No, I think you can go higher.
It's getting higher every week.
Keep going.
It will get higher.
Have you measured it?
I don't know, guys.
We measured it once, didn't we?
My face.
I think it's about 15 centimetres.
I'd say if it was straight, it'd nearly be a foot.
Your hair's cooler.
Who do you think is going to struggle in Rock Week? Who do you think is not going to find it as easy?
I think they're all good.
Stacey will struggle if she wears that corset. Look at her, she's so far back.
Like a mermaid.
I think they're all going to do well. It's like every week, you never know. Like, look at the people in the bottom two tonight. It's very hard to kind of decide who's going to be good or who's not going to be good. But
and who do you
I think Jamie will have fun next week. Definitely.
Yeah, it's
definitely
this week next week. He's got to do it. Who do you tip to win?
I had Daniel. I had said Daniel from the start, from his first audition. I thought his first audition was amazing. I don't think we've seen him as good as his first audition since.
Right.
But I think if he can get back to there, I think even though he was in the bottom 2 tonight, he could really bounce back.
Okay, well, listen, boys, thank you so much. Lovely to see you all. A massive round of applause for Wesley! Right, I think it's safe to say that part 3 was a right corker, but fear not, because lurking around the corner is what can only be described as part 4. When we return, we'll be saying our final goodbyes to Miss Frank and showering them in lots of Xtra Factor loving. Going anywhere would be a complete error. Right, now it's time for our weekly catch-up with vocal coach Evie Burnett and creative director Genius Brian Freeman.
Genius.
Right, let's talk about what just happened. First, Daniel being the bottom 2.
Absolute shock, and I think that's why the X Factor is the X Factor, because the surprises that we get sometimes are just incredible, and no one can believe it. The public probably can't, we can't. Just don't understand it at all.
And then it's so gutting to lose Miss Frank tonight. I mean, the girls really found themselves. It just seems so devastating that they did that, and then they're not going to get a chance to do it all again.
Yeah, I never thought it would happen. I'm seriously upset tonight.
Yeah.
It wasn't who I thought would have been in the bottom, either of them. They gave such good performances last night, I don't think it was warranted.
Yeah, no, it's terribly sad. Well, look, the brilliant news about you guys being here is that we get to have a little sneak preview of what the other guys are going to be doing next week. Have a little look at this.
I think loads of great singing, great notes, high notes, plus a dance break is going to fill it up.
I don't think it's strong enough, because in Rock Week I'm going to be expected to do something absolutely brilliant. I need to do something extra special.
The first 2 weeks were saying you hadn't kind of...
Okay, so that was what you guys were doing this morning. This is a little taste of it, that's why it's very short. So Jamie Afro, obviously, again, that's quite frightening, because it's Rock Week, it's his week, and yet he's saying this song isn't right.
Yeah, I think that everything is going to change tonight. After seeing who was in the bottom, all the judges are getting together and figuring out what it is that they have to do for their contestants.
So you think they're just going to scrap everything and
think
start it all
perhaps,
on?
yes, because we did. I mean, we did Miss Frank, and we did. You know, I think tomorrow we'll start again.
It's going to be a
Okay,
fresh
well,
day.
rumour has it, I've just been told that there is an emergency meeting going on right now.
And I got to go to it.
Really? And is this like, what sort of thing are they going to be talking about? I mean...
We just got to figure out how next week is going to up for all these contestants.
And it starts right now?
It starts now.
Oh, my God. Well, I better let you go. Guys, thank you so much. Will you come back next week?
Of course.
Hooray! And I can't wait for Rock Week. It's going to be brilliant. Earlier tonight, Miss Frank became the latest act to leave the competition. And here is the moment ITV1 say goodbye.
The act who received the fewest votes from the public and who will be leaving the competition tonight is... Miss Frank. Daniel, congratulations.
But it's not quite time to say goodbye from us yet. Ladies and gents, please welcome Miss Frank and their mentor, Louis.
That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that too.
I know. Can you squeeze me in there, Louis? You all right? Right. So, I can't actually believe this is happening. It just doesn't feel real somehow.
It's been a funny, yeah.
That's live. I know, that seems kind of strange, doesn't it? Louis, you know, you were so excited when you put these girls together. This is your creation. And yet, so soon in the competition, we're sitting here now saying goodbye to them.
I know. I thought they were here for another, at least 3 or 4 weeks. I can't believe the 2 acts were in the bottom 2 tonight. I really can't believe it.
What do you think happened? Why?
They didn't get enough votes. Holly, that's what happened. They didn't get enough votes. I don't know why, because they were at their best last night.
Yeah.
They were totally at their best last night.
And so what's going to happen with these girls? They have to stay together,
I
right?
think they should absolutely. It's up to them. If they want to stay together, I think they can get a record deal.
They
There's a big gap.
seriously are my kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gutted
and there's a
because-
big gap. They're like the new Sugar Babes, you know. And there's a big gap in the market there. And somebody's watching. There's some rare company, ready-made group. Take them. They work hard. They're charmed. They're talented. They've got it all.
Girls, you want to stay together, right?
Definitely. Can't break up a sister.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I really am. And is there anything you're going to take away from this whole experience with you?
We're going to take everything away with us. We're going to take away the people that we've met. We're going to take away the songs that we've sung.
Yeah.
We're going to take away the love that we've built.
Yeah.
We're going to take it all away with us and take it with us and hold it on our shoulders and grow stronger and become something, you know.
Good.
Do it for everyone here and everyone we met. We owe it to them, and we are so grateful that we were given the opportunity to be who we are.
Well, I can't wait for the future with you guys. I really can't, because I know there's going to be big things. We've got a caller on the line. Is that Sophie?
Hi there.
Hi, Sophie. You've got something to say to the girls, haven't you?
I'm so gutted that they're gone. I honestly thought that last night was their best night, and I absolutely love Graziella, and I can totally see me and my friends like getting ready to them in a couple of months, like getting ready to go out and listen to them, because I just think they're fab.
Ah. Well, listen, Sophie, do you want to see something now that will cheer you up and everyone else here?
Yes, please.
Should we take a look at their best bits?
That was fab.
Have a look at this.
Thank you.
All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies.
True to the mixer album.
So, how did you girls get together in this team? Is it quite an easy choice to make?
We're inviting you as the top 50 as a group.
It's called the Grandma Scan. Yo, take me to your heart. I'll go far. Say, you're my Wonder Bread. I'm your honey tart. Yo.
It's really good news.
Grandma skank your ways out of here. Go, time starts now. Tell me a river.
So you can go on and on.
Miss Frank are going through.
You just granny skanks yourselves into
We
the live
could-
show.
Put your hands up.
Hey.
God, that was mad.
You're beautiful on your own, but together you are a powerhouse.
You should vote for Miss Frank.
Good on you, girls. Well done. Job well done.
Well, you grandma skanked your way into all of our hearts, and we've loved you here on ITV2. And listen, good luck with the future. A big round of applause.
Yeah.
For Miss So, 10 contestants whittled down to 9, and next week it's happening all over again, and we'll be there snooping around, making sure you don't miss a single thing. Now, this is a treat for you, Louie. It seems only fitting to send Miss Frank off the same way we met them, with a song. So to sing us out, please welcome the one and only Shirley!
To give my wild side a workout.
What are you trying to do? To save the world.
Guard the project. Protect the Dandelion Club.
Trinity continues next.